right. Good morning. I don't own rights to the music, but I wake up with music. It depends on the day it is. All right. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome. Welcome to Coffee and Conversations with Carol. Again, I don't own rights to the music, but we can wake up with a little music in the morning, right? There's nothing wrong with that, right? I don't think so. We're going to wait for some people to come on in. And I'm going to let my music play until some folks show up. How about that? Did y'all miss me yesterday? I missed y'all. Good morning to the Facebook world. Good morning to Instagram. Good morning to my YouTubers. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So I'm gonna wait for some folks to come on in. Oh, good morning, my sunshine. Good morning. How are you? How's Arizona? Is it hot today? It's hot every day in Arizona. It's hot every day in Arizona. I just don't know how people do it. I could come for a few days and that's it. That's it. So look here. Yesterday, well, really last week, let me tell y'all a story. So if you won't hear, you're gonna hear the story. I left work and my eyes, people, let me tell y'all something. My eyes were, honey, I don't know what was wrong with my eyes. I don't know. Good morning, Sister Tanisha. Thank you for joining. I don't know what was wrong with my eyes. When I tell y'all, they just look like alligators or something had. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what happened to them. But let me tell y'all something. They're better now. So yesterday I had to really go get them looked at. But exacerbation, meaning is just all over the place of my eczema in my face. And I didn't even know I had eczema in my face. 78 days straight of 100 degrees plus. That's Little Mike in Arizona. Alexa, dismiss music. Alexa, turn music off. There we go. There we go. I was just playing a little music till I get a few people on. So, good morning, good morning, good morning. So, yes, I have my glasses on today because I do wear glasses to help read a little bit and to see a little bit, mostly at night though. But I have them on because um like I said, I had to put that cream on my face to help the exacerbation up in here and everything. And so it's kind of been bothering me. My eyes are been bothering me a little bit. So yeah, so I yesterday I didn't get on. I had to go medically take care of myself. Cause I was like, who finna be walking around looking like this? Not I. I can't be walking around looking like this. What is going on here? So yes, that's what was going on with me yesterday. So I hope everybody had a good Monday. I hope you all had a good Monday. Good Monday. Like I said, mine was spent trying to find out what's wrong with my face, and I found out. So, hydrocortisone cream and what we're applying, and I even went and got my feet and my nails done because, first of all, because next week I'm going to see Usher Raymond. I'm so excited about this concert. I'm just so excited. I'm all excited. Yep. This is actually his kickoff tour. His tour, and they're gonna kick off next week Tuesday in DC. So we'll I'm gonna be looking at the sights of DC. How about that? How about that? Yeah, so it's gonna be nice, right? Gonna be nice. All right. So today is Tuesday. Today is Tuesday, and have you ever had somebody when you be talking to people, they talk about what they do, they talk about where they been, they talk about where they go, they talk about just a whole lot of stuff they talk about. They talk about a lot of stuff. But then you have people who don't really talk, right? You have people who just do, right? You have people who just get it done. They don't really have many words to say, but if you ask about it, they get it done, right? So I said to myself, when it is all said and done, will you have said more than you have done? When it is all said and done, will you have said more than you have done? Are you one of those people? I looked at myself and I said, I think for me, I would have said as much as I've done. So it'll be a two-part for me. So when it is all said and done, will you have said more than you have done? And for me, for Carol, I would have said just as much as I have done. Because I'm one of those people who I'm going to explain it out. I'm going to explain it out. I explain things so much. My children, my children, they can't stand it. They be like, okay, just get on with it. Just you ain't got to keep talking about it. Just what do you do? I'm gonna say it and I'm gonna do it. So I'm one of those people. I'm gonna say just as much as I've done. What type of person are you? When it's all said and done, will you have said more than you have done, or will you have done more than you have said? I'm a two part. If I'm talking about it, I've did just as much as I'm talking about. That's me. I'm gonna be in and said something, and I'm not one of those. I can be a silent supporter. I can be a silent supporter. I can support you in silence. I really can. I can be a silent supporter. Um, Yeah, I can be a silent supporter too. I don't have to necessarily say what I've done. I don't necessarily have to explain what I've done. I can be a silent supporter as well. Yeah, I surely can. So when it depends on my child. One gets one, I have to explain. Yeah, it depends on my child. One gets it, one I have to explain. Yeah, and see, I'm like that too. I explain to all of them. I get on all their nerves because I'm gonna thoroughly explain it because I'm a thoroughly explaining person. I can't help it. I'm like that at work. I think people think I'm just a long I have to thoroughly explain it. If I have to work it out up here for me and talk it out in order for me to see it. And I do as just as much as I'm explaining. So if you need something done for me, if you need me to take care of something for you, if you need me to go somewhere for you, whatever it is, I'm going to explain it all, but I'm going to do it too. So when it is all said and done for me, I've done just as much as I've said. What about you, little Mike? And they can't stand it. They can't, minds can't, baby. Look here. They be like, why is she even going into all the semantics? But that's me. I have to go into the semantics. I have to make sure that it's a line where they understand. Cause baby, some of them don't. And then when they don't understand, or when they don't get it, then it's a problem. Then it's a problem. So I have to, explain it. I have to explain it. I have to explain it. So yeah, when it is all said and done, will you have said more than you have done? And I think for me, like I said, I'm gonna be both. I'm gonna be explaining and I'm gonna be saying it at the same time. Then sometimes they shut down, so you have to gauge their learning process. Yeah, you do have to gauge their learning process when it comes to explaining things and doing things. You have to gauge it for them, because here's the thing. When you have children, I'll put it this way, when you have young adults, because sometimes they're not your children. They're just young adults. It could be your nephew, your nieces. It could be all of that, because I don't have time to waste my time. Well, yeah, because you don't have time to waste your time. So when you have young adults, it depends on, hello, good morning, Sister Pooh. Good morning, good morning. It depends on how those people receive messages, right? Because some of them don't, like you said, you have to gauge You have to gauge their learning process. Some of them don't all grasp this thing. And so it can be different for some, right? It can be different, I think it can be different for some in different areas. So today, for the ones that are just joining, good morning, Facebook, good morning. We are talking about when it is all said and done, will you have said more than you have done, or vice versa? And so, and it can be pertaining to your children, it could be pertaining to family members. And so, what I said was, for me, I would have the, the amount of what I've done is what I've said as well, because that's just me. I got to thoroughly explain things. I got to, some people talk a lot, some people do a lot. I can be a silent supporter, but for the most part, depending on who I'm dealing with, like Sister Tanisha was just saying, gauging and learning that process, I'm gonna been and then talk the whole thing through. By the time we done, we gonna been and talked it out and did everything that's needed to be done in that area for me. So when it is all said and done, will you have said more than you have done? That was the first question of the day that I put out there for everybody to see where are they with that. Where are they with that when it comes to that? And so Sister Tanisha said it depends on my child. One gets it, one I have to explain. Then she said, then sometimes they shut down. So you have to gauge their learning process, because she doesn't have time to waste her time. And I like that, because when you're talking about when it's all said and done, well, you have said more than you have done. It depends on what you're talking about. It depends on what you're doing, and again, I can be a silent supporter and stuff. Some people don't want to be out there in front, and some people don't want you to be out there in front, and some people, they don't want you to know about certain things. So sometimes you have to support in the background in order for them to receive. You have to support in the background. Some people just plainly don't want you to know nothing, and so in that instance, you can't do anything, right? You just have to pray for them. Yes, 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 yes. So that's what we're talking about today. I was gonna throw another question out there for y'all though. And it's not too loaded. I don't think it's loaded. I don't think it's loaded. This question I wanted to say, um, I said, who are you becoming? We talked about, what era people are in. Some people say they're in their era of peace, they're in their soft girl era, they're in their era of, just being them and everything. So, in that era that you are in, who are you becoming? Not that you're becoming a soft girl, or who are you becoming? Um I have one of each, one daughter, one son, and both of them expect and engage differently. So I just work with them as I do for my nieces and nephews, same thing. But I will talk it to death, because I'm a Libra and I need to find the balance and common ground. Baby, let me tell you, I talk it all the way out, honey. But we understand that because we're Libras, right, Sister Pooh? So basically, we're the same. We're going to talk it all the way out until it makes sense to us. It don't even matter if you understand it. I got to understand it, right? And that's what she says. She says, I have one of each, one daughter, one son, and both of them accept and engage differently. So I just work with them as I do for my nieces and nephews. Same thing. And then she said, but I will talk it to death, because I'm a Libra and I need to find the balance and common ground. And then she came in and I said, who are you becoming? Because we talked about eras, right? And she's in her freedom era. And so in that freedom era, who are you becoming? Would that bring about a different person in your freedom era? I believe I said that I'm in my era of peace and understanding. And I think in that my husband, he's going to work. He want me to notice that he is going to work to make some donuts in circles. So bye, husband. Have a good day at work. In your freedom era, in whatever era you in, the person that you are becoming. Like for me, I always say for me, because I talk about me, because I can't talk about everybody else, because I don't know. So you got to tell your story. You can't tell everybody else's story. So for me, I'm in my understanding era and in my peace era. That's what era I'm in. And so with me becoming who I'm becoming a person who understands, who can see it from different point of views. I think I'm understanding more of why people react the way they react when it comes to certain situations, and why people are who they are. And it's not that I agree with them. It's not that I disagree. It's just that I understand. And I like that for me. I like that I'm becoming an understanding person. I like that for me because I normally was a person of I don't care. But I like that for me. Yes, I'm free of the teen mom, didn't know what I was doing stigma. I'm free of the single woman can't get a man era. I am free. I'm free holding things over myself. I'm free from holding things over myself. Yes. And that's a beautiful thing. You free from and here's the thing about that teen mom stigma. The teen mom stigma, because I was a teen mom. And one of the stigmas is, you it appears as if you knew, but you didn't know. And for me, I apologized for that. I'm in my era of also forgiving what I didn't know. I had to forgive myself. I'm in an era of, you have to forgive yourself because some things you just did not know. Some things you just did not know. And so, because you did not know those things, different situations or circumstances happen, and they go away, and people say, oh, well, what happened here, or what happened there, why you don't do this no more, or why is this, or why is that. And guess what, because you didn't know. So here's the thing, you can say, hey, forgive me, I didn't know, and you can move on from that because it wasn't your fault. But if people tend to want to hold that still, that's not on you, you know not on the person that you're becoming either. Yes, understanding is part of my freedom. Yes, I love understanding because understanding means I can see it from your point of view. You probably don't want to have nothing to do with me. You probably will never talk to me ever again in life, and that's okay. That's okay, but I'm understanding it from your point of view. And it doesn't mean you gotta come knock at my door and say we can be friends, or I'll be back in your circle, whatever the case may be. But I understand. And I'm understanding this. Here's the thing that I'm understanding. Now, people gonna say, Carol, but I'm understanding that everybody don't want to be involved with you either. I'm understanding that for me. And it's okay. And it's perfectly fine. Maybe they thought they did, and then they decided they didn't. Guess what? Honey, as far as the east is from the west, I can be from you. Trust and believe that. Oh, this world so big. God made it so big. You can be north and I can be south. Like I said, it's nothing against you. Nobody's mad. Nobody's any of that. It's just that is who you are, right? Right. So who are you becoming? And I like that. You're becoming free from all of that. That right there is beautiful. That's just like somebody in a peace era. That peace is overcoming them, and they're becoming a peaceable person. I can do this in peace. They're becoming a person of peace. So who are you becoming? And with that freedom era, with the understanding era, with the at peace era, someone once said they were in their soft girl era. They don't have to be all tensed up and tensified and always ready and aggressive. You're becoming a woman of submissiveness, all of that good stuff. My firstborn let me know that it was okay. Now that she has been a mother for 13 years, she allowed me to be free of all those things I was caring about being her mother. So young. Oh, that is beautiful. You know, for me, I'm at that point where I'm learning that uh I wasn't a perfect mom. I think that I can say that I wasn't a perfect mom. And my children are letting me know that it's okay. Now, um we do have some issues in between, but and that's because I'm a bonus mom too. And I don't know, I guess that would be another topic that I'm going to bring up, that I'm going to talk about actually this week. You just sparked something. And I want to see what everybody thinks about bonus moms and blended blended, it's really blended families, but I'm gonna go with the title of bonus mom. I'm gonna talk about that tomorrow. So I want everybody to tune in tomorrow. We're gonna talk about bonus moms. We're gonna talk about bonus moms and bonus dads because you get both. Some people have bonus dads, some people have bonus moms. And I really want to get your insight or your input or your opinion, whatever word title you want to put there. I want to get it on there. But that is a beautiful thing that she let you know that that she's been a mother for 13 years and she's allowing you to be free of the things that you was carrying, because we do, being young moms, you carry things. Did you do it right? Did you say what was right? For me, I don't think that we always do, but hey, forgive me, because guess what? Mistakes are going to always be made, right? We're going to make mistakes, right? But it's okay. It's okay. I look here. I want y'all to know that it is okay. All right. I want you all to know that. Um, uh, One of the affirmations that I'm gonna share with you all today, it's 8:52, but one of the affirmations that I want to share with you all today is this too shall pass. Okay. And I like this too shall pass. Why do I like this too shall pass? Because whatever you're going through, it's gonna last a season. Now, here's where we get confused. We want our seasons to last 1 hour. We want the season that we're in to last 2 hours, or we want to microwave this situation and let it get done. But that's not the way it works sometimes. Sometimes your season lasts a year. Sometimes your season lasts 2 years. Sometimes your season lasts 5 years. When you're in a situation and it has to be worked out, a lot of stuff has to come out in order for it to be worked out. Okay. And so, because of that, some people's season may be maybe 3 months, 6 months, a year. You never know. But what you need to know is that that this too shall pass, whatever it may be. Some people have full bonus parents. Yes, they have full bonus parents. And some people with the full bonus parents and having those full bonus parents and things like that, it's a different thing. You know what I'm saying? Some people some people have full bonus parents. Some have parents that honey, they don't even care about their bonus parents. Let me tell you. some, some don't even care. So tomorrow we're gonna dive into bonus parents. What about them? Is there boundaries for them? Should there be boundaries for them? What about the relationship with bonus parents? Some people don't even have relationships with their own parent, or they don't believe they do, or they don't know what the role is, or the child believes that so it's a lot of ins and outs. And then here's my question too. Is it the responsibility? We're going to talk about it tomorrow. So I want y'all to go ahead and think on it today as we get ready to shut down. Is it the responsibility of the other parent to encourage the child to develop relationships with the bonus parent? Is it the bonus parent responsibility to tell the child to develop a relationship with their own parent? It's a lot of questions in there. But today I wanted to know, when it is all said and done, will you have said more than you have done, or vice versa? Or vice versa. Will you have said more than you have done, or will you have done more than you've said? It all depends on the person. It all depends on you. It all depends on who you're dealing with. But remember this, and whatever you say that you're going to do, make sure you do it. And whatever you do, if you are a silent participant, just remain silent, especially if a person doesn't like all that fanfare, okay? And then I want to say this. I let you know that this too shall pass. All right. But I want you to also know this. There is something in this world that only you can do. And that's why you are here. All right. I want you to know that there is something in this world that only you can do. Only you can do it. And that is why you are here. I thank you guys for joining me on today. I missed you all on yesterday, but I am back. Thank you all for joining me. That's exactly why I never say mistakes, because there are seasons. They are seasons. Yes, they are. I like that. I like that. No mistakes, but seasons. And so, thank you all for joining me today. I will see you all tomorrow at 8:30. Please join me. Our conversation is going to be on bonus parents. What about those bonus parents? Have you had a bonus parent? If you did, how did it impact your life? All right. So we're going to be talking about bonus parents tomorrow. Thank you for joining me on today. I want you guys to have a beautiful, beautiful Tuesday, and I will talk to you on tomorrow morning. Thank you. Guys, have a great day.